when light is shed on Gotham City, you'll see these streets are far from pretty. What happens when the disenfranchised want no pity? The slope we stand upon is slippery! Calling all Gothamites, I got a riddle for you. What'll become of justice when it has nothing to lose? It puts on a mask, same as any criminal do. Then it commits a little violence with the righteous excuse. Have you got any guesses yet? Can I give you a clue? This mystery isn't a what, it's a question of who. Initially, it'll be an enigma to you until you see what the light in the sky is signaling to. A symbol for what it represents is hidden from view. A substance within us equally vindictive and cruel. And if you get addicted to it, it'll split you in two. And then a villain is what it turns a victim into. It can be medicine for anyone sick of abuse. It's what the destitute denizens of the city could use. It can't be kept in custody. I'm done with this interview. Riddle me this, Commissioner. Who's questioning who? I got a riddle for you. What's making this night so dark? I got a riddle for you. What's got a worse bite than bark? Since the tongue get got by the cat, nothing to be done but get on that. Riddle me this, riddle me that. What's blinder than justice? Rabbit is a bad. Listen up. I got a riddle for you. What can deliver a verdict without a sliver of proof? It's not a judge or a jury, but surely will execute. It's in the dirt on your shoulder with a chip on it too. If you're a crooked politician, it has business with you. It isn't part of the mafia, but it's slick in a suit. Tying all loose ends up, nothing is slipping the noose. And if it was to be caught, it'd be by the skin of a tooth. It's always keeping a score, which I'm familiar with too. I am synonymous with it, by definition it's true. A vigilante could live off of it as if it were true. The simple singular noun, how many syllables do? Did you figure it out? Gonna skip to your loop. I follow up with a dog till you.
First of her name, the breaker of chains, the nearest, the one true heir in the game, queen of marine of the great grass sea, mother of dragons, call me Khaleesi. My brother wasn't legit, I had to do it myself. About to drop a diss so hot, the White Walkers will melt. I will kill any master that tries to sass me. Won't take it sitting down, I'm not Drake from the grass. I'm coming for you, Cersei. What's roasting on the beat? You better double check your ticket, cause you're sitting in my seat. Musically, I run things just like I run an empire. Ain't no question if I rap, my whole family spits fire. Tommy never hit puberty, he looked like Peter Pan. No wonder he flew out the window trying to find Neverland. All men must die, that means your sons too. The movie Children of Men had more kids alive than you. When people see you naked, they yell shame on the streets. When I'm naked, they bow down and get on one knee. Have an army of Unsully, I treat them like family. Got brothers and cousins, you call that an orgy? I burn.
Superman, Year One, American Alien, by Jean-Paul Nicole Mokwalu. We hover over an alien star system with a red sun at its center. Close on the fourth planet from the star, it's made up of a big blue ocean and what seem to be crystalline continents. A crystal-shaped spaceship shoots past us as the planet implodes, turning into a massive detritus flying at us from all directions. The action dissolves into our title sequence, modeled on the 1978 animated opening credits of the Superman movie, but with a new original theme, hopefully as classic and timeless as John Williams, or we can only hope. As the animated titles fly towards the screen, we travel like a ship, guiding us at light speed through several alien galaxies and solar systems. As we steer past the rocky mountains of Mars, a sudden break in light speed as we enter Earth's atmosphere. Nestled in an endless field of golden stalks, a gloomy sky pregnant with dark clouds. A young man bursts through the gates of the cemetery and keeps on tracking fast through the field. We hold on the young man a bit. Close up, his knees buckle. In a sprinting motion, his contorting limbs start a slow climb. Inexplicably, his feet lifting off the ground, flying. Back profile, he loops around like a blow-up, flailing in strong gusts. Desperate, screaming, trying anything to get back down to ground, he swims through the air and ascends into the ether. Smash cut 2, exterior Cessna airplane, stormy night, Caribbean waters. The plane torpedo dives into a raging storm not far above the waters. We are about to make a crash landing. Interior Cessna night. The seasoned pilot, let's call him Jeff, Hawaiian shirt, panics, bracing for a crash landing. In the passenger seat sits the young man, now 21, a fresh-faced Boy Scout of a man, his big blue refulgent eyes filled with terror. The damn stabilizer's shut! We're gonna die. Brace yourself, kid. Exterior Cessna airplane, stormy night, Caribbean waters, continuous action. The plane nosedives into choppy waters. Extreme waves rip at the wings. Interior Cessna airplane, continuous action. The young man looks on petrified. We're gonna die. Waves smash against the windshield, spider cracking it on impact. Jeff hits his head against the controls, KO'd. Suddenly a flash of confidence on the young man's face. But where was this bravado before? Exterior, underwater, Caribbean seas, continuous action. The plane flopping and floating along the current sinks further into treacherous terrain. From the windows, a flash of illuminating red inside the cabin. The cockpit door, boom, blows off its hinges, exploding open. Out swims the young man with Jeff in hand as he kicks to the surface. Exterior, young man's point of view. Same time. In the distance, he sees a 35-meter luxury super yacht. Exterior, 35-meter luxury super yacht. Later, the young man has made his way to the boarding ladder on the side of the ship. Off-screen, we hear the sounds of a massive rave party on the boat. The young man grabs onto the first rung of the ladder. Here, grab on tight, man. Woozy, Jeff grabs onto the young man as he climbs the ladder. Exterior, lower front deck, luxury super yacht. Moments later, the young man climbs towards the deck, ensuring Jeff is safely on board before jumping on himself. He is met by a gregarious gathering of young, wealthy party animals skirting around in shorts and bikinis, with booze and expensive champagne flying out of flutes. Beautiful people, too vain to notice the plights of others. A blonde Adonis, drunk guy, stumbling by them, accidentally splashes champagne in the young man's face. My bad, old boy. Wait a second. Is that you, Bruce? Bruce? Bruce! As I live and breathe, it is you. Bruce Wayne, what an entrance! The name Bruce Wayne reverberates around the deck. Gradually, a crowd starts to form around the young man. Wait. You're Bruce Wayne? Jeff nearly faints. Happy birthday, Bruce! Woo! The audience is completely confused. Is this a Batman movie? The young man shepherded through the crowd, a spontaneous render of Happy birthday to you. And a chorus of, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. The young man and Jeff, startled by the commotion. Look, I'm not who you think. Distracted when people pat and high five him, the young man has no idea what to do until one Lizzie Birkbeck, preppy, 21, stops him. Bruce, you rascal. You made it. You know I always forgive and forget. Oksana Petrov, Russian model, comes up next. Bruce, you absolutely must taste this caviar I brought from the Caucasus, just for you. A redhead, freckled cheeked beauty in black tank top, summer hat, and tartan hiking shorts approaches next. Her name is Rachel Dawes, 21. She immediately catches the young man's attention. Whoa. Back from the shadows, Bruce. She starts to drag him away through the crowd. Every time I see you, you're like a deer caught in headlights, Wayne. So, happy birthday. Listen, I think the big 2-1 all downhill from here, Bruce. Yummy. You've got unworldly pheromones. I do. We should celebrate. But Jeff's hurt, man. The young man points Jeff out. Rachel looks concerned. Well, bring him, silly. My cabin will do. Get you all dried up and have a nice little chat, shall we? The young man looks at her. Rachel's cabin, luxury super yacht. Moments later, the young man gently lays Jeff on the bed. Jeff is about to pass out. Hey, kid. I hope this doesn't put you off flying, son. Statistically speaking, it's still the safest way to travel. The young man takes this in and smiles, lingering on these words like he'll remember them forever. Then he walks to ocean view balcony, joining Rachel. Leans on the balustrade, almost as if ready to leap off. Something soft and sultry in her eyes. You know, I think there's been a big mistake. I'm not... Oh, I know you're not Bruce. I knew Bruce as well as anyone on the planet, and you are not him. Good, great, you know. She moves in closer, seductively to the young man, which begs the question, mysterious stranger. Who exactly are you? Close on young man's face as he recalls a distant memory. Man's voice, off screen. Clark Kent? We enter into a flashback, establishing Kansas countryside dusk. Traveling shots of crop dusters working harvested fields, grazing livestock, parochial churches, and simple farmhouses. Establishing road in Kansas wheat field dusk, an advancing red dot on a curvy clearing situated around the high wheat plains of Kansas weaves for miles until vanishing into the clay-hued sky and golden tufts. Close on, an all-American red pickup truck swerves around the road. 13932 over in Wilson, Jones Farm, suspect number 1, male, white, juvenile. Clark Kent, boy, are you listening to me? Interior pickup truck, dusk. 2 people in truck cab. The man is a salt of the earth, chiseled. Rockwell painting brought to life. This is Jonathan Kent, father to the Superman. Next to him sits Clark Kent, 15, a younger version of the young man. Suspect number 2, female, white. Wait, Dad, I need to hear this. The hell you do. Both considered to be armed and dangerous. Boy, oh boy, Martha's gonna... Come on, Dad, you said it yourself. Look here, I ain't about getting my only boy killed. Son, we're going home. Starts maneuvering the wheel to turn the truck around. They've got a kid, Dad. You know I can stop him. I've got this. Jonathan Kent ponders, punching the steering wheel. Looks head on and continues driving to the danger. All the lousy... Flash. Establishing. Country road, edge of country field. On an active crime scene. Still dusk. Jonathan pulls up alone in the pickup to the country road which fronts the Jones farm. It's a circus. Cops everywhere. Yellow tape and barricades. Journalists are there to cover the mayhem with their camera crews. Interior pickup truck, edge of cornfield. Close on Jonathan's startled expression, assessing the gravity of what he's done. Jonathan exits his pickup. Exterior, Jones Farm, edge of cornfield. Jonathan tries pushing past a sea of reporters from TV news. Cat Grant stands by the barricades, asking questions to an increasingly irritated police officer. She is a sexy bombshell of a reporter, the delicatage of her dress low and enticing. So you can confirm the Hoaxfield Slayers have taken hostage another local family? Back off, lady. Jonathan approaches the officer, pushing past Kat. Sir, step back. Little help, please? My son's in there! While the officers are distracted, struggling with Jonathan, Clark super speed jumps over the railing and runs into the cornfield. Exterior, edge of cornfield to front yard, Jones Farm, continuous action. Almost unable to stop himself, Clark comes to a screeching halt at the edge of the cornfield. He peers through the corn stalks and sees the Jones farmhouse 100 feet away. We see the Jones farmhouse in the altered POV of Clark's X-ray vision and super hearing. At first, all we see are four bodies or muscled skeletons interacting in a typically conservative family living room. As the image becomes clearer, we realize one of the bodies has a gun. Interior, living room, Jones farmhouse, same time. A girl, freckles, pigtail, embraces Lucy White, 17, and a boy, 19, Rudy Jones, mumble rap attire, hold the Jones family hostage with pistols. Dad, Roy, 50s, fidgets on the couch. His daughter, Baby Bear, 8, sits on an old, creaking rocking chair by the couch. Rudy, with an itchy trigger finger, paces around the living room, occasionally swinging his gat in Roy's direction. You said I'd be welcome back home anytime, Pops. But yo, you don't seem so happy to see me. They just want to talk, son. Rudy walks over to Baby Bear. What do you want with her? I'm not gonna hurt her, Roy. Rudy kneels down beside her. He looks at Baby Bear, who has a bruised eye. I'm sorry about Mama. But Baby Bear, now we can be a family again. Would you like that? Lucy smiles a twisted smile. Of course she would, baby. Rudy notices Baby Bear's black eye. Someone do that to you? Hurt you, Baby Bear? Did you hit her, Roy? No, some mean boys at school. Cutest little girl in Kansas. I should have protected her! Baby Bear gets scared and runs into her father's arms. Rudy points the gun directly at Roy. Lucy cackles, amused. You're running too high, son. Dad, you're gonna crash and burn, end up hurting everyone you love. It was an all-American home, just like this one, yo. We burned it down. Exterior, front yard, Jones Farm. An unsure Clark observes from behind a green combine by the farmhouse porch. A lively golden retriever runs out from the barn with his fetching ball. A friendly family dog. It drops the ball by Clark, barking, hoping he'll play. Clark shushes the dog. Interior, living room, Jones farmhouse. They're calling us serial killers now, yo. Hearing the dog barking, Lucy. Does that damn dog ever stop barking? It's driving me crazy. You bailed, Dad. To the land of American dreams and postcards for Christmas. The phone rings. Rudy cocks his gun, thinks for a second. Did I ruin it? Did I ruin it for you, Dad? Thanksgiving and sitcoms, flags and fireworks on the 4th of July. Did I ruin America for you, yo? Lucy points her gun toward the barking. That lousy dog's too loud! Lucy walks towards the front door.